Good morning, brothers. Yes, today's soap and aftershave. We got the Hendricks Shave Company. Scent is Havana Breeze. So yes, I'm intrigued, being a person who enjoys an occasional cigar. Havana Breeze on that, and then Phoenix's Supreme Sandalwood. So years ago I tried their other sandalwood, and it was good. It's just more of a woodsy than a sweet, and I tend to like a little sweet. But so we'll see how this one goes. I mean, I like them both, but I edge towards the sides of like a little bit of sweetness there too. Always got to do a little bit for my scents, but I appreciate the non-sweet as well because I say it's this variety, the spice of life. So try it all. So with that, let me pause, wash the face, and get the equipment sitting here ready, and I'll lather up the soap. The soap actually is already squished into a bowl, a vintage Avon shaving bowl that I got, I don't know, a year or so ago, I guess. So we've been using that today too. I haven't used it in a while, so I pulled it out to try it. A 24 millimeter brush, nothing really too big, because to get the brush into that bowl, you can't have anything too big. I can't use my 30 mil; it just won't work. It worked, but it just took me a while. So we're gonna use that today, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I am back. Face is washed and still soaking wet. So let me get my soap here. Oops, let me get my brush here out of the sink. Turn the camera here a little bit so we can see. Shake, shake, and squeeze. Yep, 2 shakes and a squeeze. That's where I start. And for me, really, it's not that you have to do it that way. It's just that I like consistency in like process, so we can see how things perform given the same process. So yeah, 2 shakes and a squeeze is what I do on my brushes. Natural hair, synthetic hair, doesn't matter. It's what I always do. I start that way. So yeah, it's not really, after 2 shakes and a squeeze, it's not really drippy anymore. So we'll start with it. Although, well, let's start with no water and see what happens. I'm gonna go 50 swirls and we'll look from there. So let's see, it's a little narrower, it's not a big wide cup, it's just a little old classic style shaving mug. And yes, that little knob at the end, just get to hook your thumb on it. It just helps to put a little pressure to hold it in place, especially with soapy hands. Okay, and then it's starting to build a little bit, but it seems a bit dry. So yeah, I'm gonna pull this out for a second. I'm gonna do 2 of those just because it was so dry. Okay, that's plenty of water. Oh yeah, and that's looking like 3/4 of a teaspoon in there. So maybe it's a bit much. I'm leaving it. What the heck? Yeah, a whole lot noisier shave. So if you got somebody sleeping in the other room when you're doing this, yeah, you're gonna wake them up. So yeah, a little downfall of the little narrower style cups. So that's another 50. Of course, it's drippy, but it's starting to build, so I'm liking that. So another 25. Okay, there we go. So full 125 clockwise. Now we got 125 counterclockwise. There we go, that's 75 counterclockwise, so I got like 50 more to go. And yeah, it's still a little thin for my taste, but 50 more to go. Yeah. If I was to try to build a little bit, yeah, I wouldn't mind going at least another 50 or so, but we're getting close. But I'm stopping. I'm not gonna go anymore. 250. That's what I do. Little thin, maybe. You could probably use just a tick more. Another 50 would probably just get it nice and what I consider like a perfect lather. Just a little shy of that. That's what we're going with. Not doing any more. We're going with that because I try to give you consistency, let you know. So yeah, this was a little bit firmer crow. I still could mush it in with my thumb, but it wasn't an easy mush. And yes, I did use the back of the spoon to scoop it out of this little sample size, which will be in the giveaway. And I'm probably about there now for giveaway. So I should be thinking about going to the post office to get a box and starting the raffle and all that. But yeah, when I think of it, I'll do it. Or when I get to the post office, I'll do that. Now that my face has been drying a little bit, so I'm gonna just splash some water on. Good enough, done. I just like to put my lather on a damp face. Oh yeah. And I would not call this a pure tobacco scent, I would not. Getting under the nose here, we'll really see then. It's a very sweet tobacco. I won't say very sweet, it's a sweet tobacco, not very sweet. But it's, yeah, it's got a sweetness to it, and it's a very mild on the tobacco side, so it's not gonna overpower you. Probably a good one to try, because I know some of the other manufacturers make some that are quite a bit stronger. But this is not bad. This is just a light, mild sweetness. Almost a hint of cologniness to it as well. So it's not really just a true, so if you're looking for a true, just tobacco-y, very, leathery tobacco-y scent, no, this is not that. It's very pleasant. I do like it. I do like the scent. And yeah, it's late July here, so, usually I don't do the woodsy scents, whatever, all that type of thing this time of year, but I felt like using that one. I like mixing in the Hendricks, because I still have a few left, but Hendricks was so generous on all the stuff I was buying from them with giving me a couple samples and all that. So yeah, I'm working them in, because yeah, I like the soap. I do. So that's why I'm working it in, because I like it. If I didn't, yeah, I'd be just give away to neighbors, but no, I like it. So, oh, razor, I'm sorry. The Karve in the bronze. Karve, Christopher Radley, open comb, D plate. I started off by buying a B and a C plate because I wanted to try it out, especially with an open comb. You don't know what you're getting. You don't want too aggressive. Then I graduated to the D, and D is it for me. I don't feel the need to go any more aggressive than that. Cutting right through this 2 days growth. Oh, I got a little spot on my face. Yeah, I felt that get nicked. And that's what open combs will do for you there. If you got any spots in your face, yeah, they're gonna open them up. You can see that already starting to think about bleeding a little bit there, so yeah. So yeah, usually open combs are quite a bit more aggressive than their solid bar of the same gap, I'll say. And I didn't really show you, I'll just rinse it off, give you an idea, see what that looks like. So it sticks out, it's generous, and then it's hard to see in the camera. But I'll just say it's a very generous blade exposure without being overly so. And the gap to me, I don't know if you can see, let me pull it over to the camera here. That's hard to see. That's hard to see. I don't know if you can see that gap, but that is a generous gap. That's plenty generous. I have more, there's some that are more so, but this is plenty generous, especially if you're going to use it as a daily driver. And of course, I don't really shave daily anymore at this point. And part of that might be just laziness and just trying to get a, because I go in the office a couple of days a week now. So yeah, on those days, I shave, but the days I'm home, I don't. I don't shave Friday, so here Saturday you have 2 days growth to see. And I like it because 2 days growth to show you guys, you got a little something to cut. Oh, full spot. There, oh, perfect. Oh, perfect. We know what that is, twig razor for under the nose. That's my under the nose razor. Let me just dry it off. There, okay. First pass is done. And it's only one under the nose. One and done under the nose. That's all I need. That razor just does such a good job. It's nice and close. I mean, yeah, I can't really go against the grain there, but for one pass, I think it's superb. And yes, I'm shaving it every other day, except for Saturday and Sunday, I shave both days. I do get a daily shave those 2 days, back to back. So my days of shaving, yeah, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. And yeah, you'll notice there's a water spotting on this, there's staining on this, but yeah, because it's, bare metal and I'm lit to do that. I could shine it up, buff it up, and really, if I wanted to, but no. Don't want to do it. Unlit and patina. I like patinaed metal. Oh, and the blade, I'm sorry, I didn't tell you the blade of the day. Something different. Yeah, it's not a Gillette Silver Blue. It's a Gillette 7 o'clock. So yeah, I had a sample pack, and yeah, so I'm using one. And yeah, it's a little bit milder blade, but this, being in the open comb aggressiveness, I thought it would be a good pairing. And yeah, of course, this is just second pass. It's a brand new blade when I put it in. But it is working admirably. There, liking that. Okay, 2 passes. No issues. Blade feel, yes. Blade feel, I got a little blade feel. Not a lot, but yeah, I'm feeling the blade. Oh, I like that soap too. The scent of the soap, and of course the performance of the Hendricks soap I've been quite pleased with. Creaminess too. Oh yeah, look at the creaminess. Yeah, right now I'm just playing. I don't really need to go anymore. I'm just playing with a little bit here. Yeah, just because it feels thick and creamy, and you can see it's starting to stack up. I don't really need all that stack up, so yeah, we'll stop now. But plenty of soap, did its job, worked well, didn't really get not terribly drippy. I thought it might be a little bit, but no. So third pass against the grain. And especially stretching the skin with an open comb, with a good amount of blade gap in there. My little snip spot there, and it's barely. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And of course, light touch. And I can still go for the Adam's apple without gouging it. That's why for me the deep plate is plenty of gap. I don't need to go higher. Happy with this base plate. So I found it, but that's what's nice about the razors, where you can buy multiple base plates, and inexpensively too, I might add. It's like $22 or something. Last time I bought one, I don't know with post-COVID how it is, but when I bought mine, it was like $22. It's not super expensive like some of the premium razors. They give you a premium on the base plates too. And yes, this does come in stainless steel. If you'd rather more money, I don't know what it is, but I just thought when I bought this, it was like a $75 razor, US dollars, for this Canadian-made razor. And I like that you could get all the different base plates. And I decided I wanted to get open comb for this. And yes, they make a bazillion, a whole bunch of the different solid bars too. So if you're not a open comb aficionado, then yeah, get the solid bar. Solid bars are smoother, more comfortable in general. Boy, that's nice. Boy, that's nice. Yes, nice shave. Oops, let me just splash the water just because I didn't. Need an excuse to go right there. That reactivates that oil. Slickness, yep. Just to show you performance, there we go. Didn't want to miss opportunity to give you a little performance, so it performs well with just a little additional water. And yes, I could throw more on. There's gobs. There's plenty. Drain in the sink here. All right, guys, let me wash up, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I am back, and I just want to show you how I cleaned out of the cup. So yeah, there's a little spot of soap left, just a little spot in the corner. I'm gonna leave it there. Doesn't affect anything. It'll disappear with my next use of that bowl probably tomorrow. So when I use a different soap, but I'll leave that in there. It'll be gone. So it's not such a hard soap that it just stays near the bottom of your bowl for days on end. It does get used up pretty good. So yeah, just to give you a sense for how that goes, because I think the last soap I showed you kind of still stayed there, and I used it the next day. Didn't have to put any more in. It was firm enough that it just, after I lathered up, it still had enough in there. So yeah, there's that. So here we go. Let me get my towel. Yeah, I'm just going to splash a couple of splashes of cold water. Oops, after I get the Shave Nation alum block, so hold on. Alrighty. Oh yeah, I did have a spot. Well, it's not bleeding now, but we'll put it right about there, I think. Make sure we put plenty of that. Not really stinging. Oh, got a little spot of sting right there, a little bit. Didn't really notice me getting anything there, but yeah, stinging a little bit there. This will teach you. This will show you where you maybe get a little too close or went over a few too many times. And yeah, it was just a mild sting there, so it's, you know, no harm, no foul. There, that feels good. Now, let's try that Phoenix Supreme Sandalwood. I'm intrigued. And of course, I use half. I'm a little frugal. I like to use half because I want to use it again, so I'll probably use it tomorrow. So I do have quite a few shaving aftershave samples, but not really soaps. So I think next week, after I get paid, I'll probably have to do a mega order for some samples. I do like Phoenix's new sample bottles. They're just not like a straight tube, so it doesn't come all pouring out on you. You can regulate it. That's about 40%. Close enough. Oh yeah, very sandalwoodsy, very woodsy. Sandalwood woodsy. It's been too many years for me to compare this to their other one. It's the same, but this is, yeah, this is more wood. Well, I'll find that in a minute. It went flying down behind the toilet. I'll get it in a minute. Alrighty, but it didn't sound like it broke, so we're fine. I like it, but it is a more woodsy scent. Comparing it to like the Tail of Old Bond Street Sandalwood, yeah, this is way more woodsy than it is sweet. But nice, it is nice. I like that. Oh yeah, very nice. And I'll be working outside and stuff today too. So yeah, in upcoming videos you can look forward to. I'm trying different deodorants, you know, on Amazon and other private sellers for, especially the natural type deodorants. That's what I'm kind of into. And I'm trying some of those, and I've been very pleasantly surprised, because back in the day when I was trying other deodorants, like when I worked for a major beauty company making colognes and stuff and all that stuff too, and they made their line of deodorants that matched their, you know, their cologne scents, their, you know, all the scents. Didn't like them. I thought they were garbage. They didn't work. Didn't last all day. And that's just sitting in the office. And I, you know, it's like starting to smell. It's like, yeah, that's not good. If I'm just an office worker doing this, yeah, forget it. If you're, you know, working outdoors. But I can tell you, for the deodorants I'm trying now, and that's what I do. The office is one thing. I mean, it shouldn't be that hard to be able to make a deodorant that makes you smell okay all day long if you're working in an office. If you're working outdoors, okay. So that's why I'm testing these things, and I'll have reports later. I'll compare some of them for you, but I need time to do that. So just to let you know what's coming up. They're not really, I think only one of the places where I buy after shaving products do they have a deodorant that I use as well. The other ones are not. And there's one that my wife uses that's been really good. I used it a couple of times, and only a couple of times. I'll buy a stick as well, you know, so I get my own and get, you know, halfway through the stick to give it really through its paces. But that's what I'm doing. So that's going on in the background, but I need time for that. I don't want to just give you a one and done thing and, you know, say all is well. But no, I'm going to test them out and see how they really work. And so far for the 3 I've tried, they've all worked admirably. So, well, 2 I've, you know, 2. Yeah, the other one I still can't say that yet, because the one I just got this past week, I'm liking it so far, but I haven't pushed it. I was outside for a few hours sweating, and it seemed to hold up, but I want more than that, so we'll see. So guys, that's it for now. So I hope you enjoyed, and go with God.